And how did you go from there, this recognition that this was really changing your personal life and also making you a stronger leader within SAP? What was the step for you to move this kind of work into the organization, ending up with being the director for mindfulness?
The first step in this journey was that I became an integral coach. This is a type of coaching which also integrates some spiritual practices. And at this time, again, I would have never spoken about this in corporate world. In my environment, I would have felt, no, this is insecure, I can't talk about this. And becoming a coach and learning even more how strongly these practices impact people in their development, in their personal strengths, in their capacity to handle themselves, I started coaching executives and people in our experts in our environment, and I learned there that even for people where I personally would have never thought they are open to this kind of practices, that they found tremendous benefit. I also learned that language is very important. So there were some of my coaching clients, if I would have called it, or actually I called it mindfulness, meditation, hey, do you want to try meditation? I notice you're feeling really tense and stressed, and there was one particular guy who was like, no, meditation, no way. So I learned that the words, or actually not just with one, with many, that the words meditation and mindfulness, like 3-4 years ago, caused allergy and real reactions in people. So I reframed it and I said, let's do attention training, or how about trying to focus a little more, or ground your nervous system. So with a reframing, with a different wording, actually people were very open and then they liked it. So it was a demystification. So this was an important point that I learned. Corporate world is made of humans, like anywhere else. And these humans are, many of them, for them, these practices are very helpful. So I learned about my stories, and that they were also a little bit in my way, and I gained in my confidence that this is helpful for the company, in our company, in the environment which I'm very used to, and also to speak about it. So I started a grassroots movement within SAP. So at this time I was still in the consulting field services. So I had my full-time job there, and I felt I want to find a way to bring this to SAP, and it was interesting. So I talked to many people and I started from the top, and then in many levels, different functions, and I heard again and again a very similar answer. Oh, Peter, mindfulness-based training for emotional intelligence. This sounds really interesting. I would do this, but I'm not sure if the company is ready. And then I put my coaching hat on and was wondering, maybe the company is way more ready than we all know. So I convinced the gentleman who has created the program at Google, his name is Chap, to come to SAP and to speak in a public lecture. So we have the Thought Leader series. He came over, and a couple of hundred people showed up. And an even higher amount was on the waitlist. So there was the first evidence. It's not just me and 3 other people who like this, and a few friends in Waldorf, in our corporate headquarters in Germany. It's bigger, there's interest. So, and then I had the critical mass to start the first pilots in Palo Alto, here in the Bay Area. And again, it's a lucky coincidence that I'm in the Bay Area. This is a place, I think, where it's easier to pilot, as opposed to in Germany, where people are a little more skeptical, critical, can we really do this? So we did this pilots, and up until this moment I even also personally didn't know, will this work? Will this Google program work within a more conservative, older, average corporate culture? And to my big delight, it worked perfectly well. And so we did 2 pilots, one for employees, one for managers. And the big surprise was the pilot for the managers worked even better. So the ratings, the feedback ratings were better. So this was the next step in the journey.